for YouTube.
And,
Right.
yeah, go ahead and start that, and give me a couple more minutes. I need to go get a cigarette. I've finished what I was working on, and I ran in here when I saw the time and just got here. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
I think I just figured it out.
And what did you figure out?
So on the Denalia server, the recording bot, Fred, well, not Fred, what's his name, Craig, it's like I have to put a space after his prefix, and I'm thinking that I accidentally created his prefix with a space, so give me a second. Let me go over to bot commands and play with that for a second. At Fred, not Fred, at Craig, prefix. Well, you should be able to talk to him in here, and you should be able to get their prefix just by adding them. I'll figure it out later.
Oh, then, where
Let's
were
see.
we?
Early morning.
We're kind of just standing outside a cave entrance.
Yes, somebody had went in and got it.
7? Wasn't it?
I believe so.
7 what now?
Went in and got the rope.
Yeah. Since apparently I failed a perception check to see something actually worthwhile.
Okay. And Robin has been studying for about 5 minutes.
So is this just getting out?
All right. So, let's see. I do not recall. 7, did you exit the cave?
Yes,
Okay.
I did, and that's about it. That's all as far as we got.
Okay. This down a little. There we go. That's a good level.
Sadly, I'm a little out of it this session. Apologies if I'm a little more in the backseat than normal.
That's all right. Okay. What does the party wish to do at this time? Robin, I take it you're still studying. I don't remember. Okay, 45 minutes.
My action is saying what I am in character.
Will not go in immediately, but will offer whoever does invisibility won't help it. Go with the party as they decide, keeping an eye out for hostile.
That's essentially me. I'm on guard duty. I hope right now Hans is feeling more perceptive than I am, because you could bring an elephant into my room and I might not notice right now.
No, I'm pretty sure you would notice that.
Right now, I
As the roof
feel
caved
pretty
in
out
on
of
your
it.
head. Yeah, you would notice.
I feel so out of it, it might not.
Still on guard. Role playing, hopefully. I mean, you role playing, John D.
John
Big
D
boy
has
gets-
a... Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Well, I was going to say perhaps John D gets out a table, has a start whittling dice, and has the mages put some forward some paper and ink. All right, people, here's your character sheets.
Character. Dog. Okay, yeah. Let us know if the dog talks back. What have you got there? 2-7 when they get out. Okay. Presents the rope and ICC.
In character chat?
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing, though. I legitimately am not certain, but since Aiden is typing there, I'm gonna guess, so... Dang, I'm trying to focus, man. It ain't coming.
Smelled like shite in there, and this rope was in there. Might be something else I overlooked in there. I could do a second sweep if you want. And while you are typing that, I will check a thing. Doo-doo-doo.
I'm gonna go mute for a bit, just to be able to cough without disturbing you all in the recording and stuff.
I
If I
really
see that, have a small hunch of something could be wrong, though. Fly boy catch tosses her up at John. Okay.
I successfully catch it.
So what you gonna do, John B?
I'm taking off. Well, if I catch it correctly, which I assume, regardless, that happens.
Yeah, you either catch it or you don't catch it and you pick it up, right?
I remove one of my gloves and see if it has a dweemer.
It does.
Hmm. Yeah. Wait. Can I try to detect if it potentially is just like something meant to mislead the unwary, like a Nistel's magic aura?
Oh, you're not sure.
Vader, it might be best just say it out loud since it is recording.
You should hold on to this. It's got a dweemer.
Shorty, can you put it in your pouch thingy? For the record, I am referring to Robin.
Robin is
Studying.
Alright, well, my character wouldn't have noticed. Remember, they went into the cave.
Well, you've came back out, and you can see Robin is sitting there intently studying in her book.
I will give it back and I'll put it in my backpack for now.
As you wish. And they'll
And
hand
I
it
will
back over.
just put magic rope down in my inventory list.
Okay.
Now you believe something else to be back there, or are you offering just to check in case?
Well, I wasn't sure if there's anything else back there, but if you said this thing is magic, I might best be off checking again. I'm sure. But
Is
that's
it a
if the party
backup
wants me to.
Zevin, if you're willing, it would be nice to double check. I would do so myself, but I'm pretty sure I can't fit down there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, this is gonna smell awful. And back in I go.
Ah,
Okay,
the
you're
sleeping man awakens. Welcome, Sebastian.
And Dungeon Master 7 is going to look very extremely carefully for however long it takes.
Well, how long is it going to take? You tell me.
How bright did it seem outside?
It
You
was
have a
just-
light stone.
It was just starting to get light.
Oh, then I'll search for an hour. Meticulously.
Okay. And yeah, Leonard, Sebastian will wake up. You can see Robin is studying. The rest of the party is kind of standing around, with the exception of Seven, who's just ducked into this cave.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
I stupidly forgot to ask this, but do I see any heat signatures that could be hiding?
No, you do not.
Okay.
But don't you have a light stone with you?
No?
Oh, okay.
I don't have a light stone.
If I recall correctly, though, in order to expedite the whole process of we look into the entrance to the cave without going in yet, girls just had you become impatient, grab one of our light stones, and head in yourself.
Well, I was unaware I had a light stone with me.
Well, if
I
you're
mean, it has been
shielding
2 weeks.
if you're shielding the light stone to get your infravision, then
No, I was going off the assumption I was
Okay.
just calling into a black cave because I have
Yes.
night vision.
okay. Well,
But if I have a light stone, then disregard my question.
okay. Disregarded. All right. So you are searching there, Seven. Again, you're going to find small bones, a multitude of small bones, as like from small animals, birds, squirrels, rabbits, things of that size. Occasionally, you'll find larger bones. You'll find bits of fur and hair, and occasionally a scrap of leather or skin, twigs, leaves, things of that nature. Nothing of value that you can detect, but you're searching. Robin, you'll get your 45 minutes of study. And
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. All right.
Oh,
And
girls?
again, the rest of the party is there, with the exception of Seven, who, from the scuffle noises that you can hear and the light coming out of the cave, might be inside of there.
Oh,
Girls?
7 went in. I thought we were waiting and going in as a team.
Apparently not. Anyhow, John
Master.
informs Rel that he will take advantage of this
Yeah.
time to study as well, if she'd be so kind to guard him. How long are you studying for, John D?
I believe 45 minutes as well
Okay.
to get back his second and first level spell.
All right. So, Robin, John D is not standing around. He is studying. All right. Any new actions, party, or are y'all just going with what's already up there?
I think I'm good.
I believe we just found a small cave, and really the only two people who could actually fit comfortably well enough is me and you, Robin. And everyone else is debating on who would go search it. And I've already searched it once, and I'm doing it again. I believe that catches you back up into what's going on.
Okay. So, John D, a little bit later, you will get your 45 minutes complete, and Seven, you will have spent what you think is about an hour in there. You come out, the rest of the party is standing there, calling about, whatever. And no, again, you found nothing worth carrying out unless you want to start a small bone collection.
It's safe to assume I'm kind of covered in mud and
No,
shit, aren't I?
it was dry inside.
Okay. But I smell like death because that was a
Yeah, you do have an odor about you. And I wouldn't worry about that. It's not like it's going to attract monsters or anything. No, don't worry.
You'd be surprised. That should attract, but no. Repeating what the dungeon master had said of what I found or saw, that's it. Gonna take a shortcut here and not repeat it all. Everyone okay with that?
Fine by me.
Okay. All right, party. Options.
Are we continuing our search at this time?
This is definitely not the entrance to that whatever we're going for.
Well, in that case, Dungeon Master, if you don't mind me just saying it verbally, continuing to keep guard, let the intelligent people of the party who know where we're going figure out where we're going, keep an eye out for trouble.
Okay.
Was Beppo praying?
Hans, would you like strength again?
Sure, please.
Okay, I'll need 10 minutes.
Suggesting that we move on and offering a clean cantrip to 7 because I'd imagine his heightened sense of smell is really acting up with said smell of decay.
Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Is it safe to assume as a slave I would have smelt worse stuff just being in a slave pen?
Oh, well. Worse? I don't know. Equally bad? Sure.
Okay.
Of course, when he's offering that, he would not bring up that as the reason.
Okay to roll for the strength?
Yes.
Does the clean cantrip get rid of scent?
That's questionable. But it will remove some of the dirt from your person.
Do you already have it memorized, Vader?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hans,
sure.
I trust you took note of Robin's die roll for the strength spell.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Sorry,
what
just
time
one
it is now when this has occurred, but yeah.
Okay, what's let's see, that's 1 hour per level of the caster.
So 6.
Rightio. So that's gonna be
As I remember on the clean cantrip, it's minor. It's like one type of dirt for up to 4 yards of fabric or something like that. Equivalent.
Dungeon Master, it's
Yep.
safe to assume my strength spell has worn off by now.
pretty sure. Who did you cast it on and how long ago?
I was the recipient
And when did you receive it?
on my watch.
On
1
your
second,
watch.
phone call.
Yeah, Robin casted it.
Yeah, I cast it 6 hours. I had to roll back to see what the
Okay,
amount was.
so who had it? Was it 7 or?
Yeah, 7.
And 7 had first watch?
We didn't do watch till midway through the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going to have wore off.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
these 10 minutes, I guess, that Robin's casting a strength spell and so on, and I'll just make sure John has everything in gear for himself.
Okay. All right then, and y'all said you were gonna, after the casting of the strength spell and everything is packed up, and you are gonna move out, continuing to search for the dungeon. Okay.
I was thanking Drew for his patience.
You were thinking what?
Of course, we'll thank Drew for his patience.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be
Of course, an hour to him probably feels like a drop in the bucket.
okay. So 2, maybe 3 hours of searching, and let's see the other thing. Oh no, I guess y'all don't get to live that long. Do, do, do. 3. Nope. I'll go. There we go. I'll just use that. Okay. Murdy, 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 murder, murder, murder. It's 82. Oh yes, rock rubs. Oh, never mind. Huh. Well, I mean, it could be. Let me check density. Fairly dense. No, that won't work.
Mm.
Come on, I know y'all wanted to fight some rocks. And I say rock, R-O-C, as in like the giant bird.
I mean, they are a spell component.
Three. Four. Ain't gonna be 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3.
So we're having an encounter then?
Yeah, looks like it.
This ought to be interesting, considering we're with Drew.
Undead don't care about trees.
Fair enough. Well, at least unintelligent undead don't.
Pretty sure even a lich wouldn't care.
Okay, it's gonna be. Okay, that's a non-encounter.
Okay.
It was primitive men. But they they heard y'all first, so they hunkered down, and they chose not to confront the party. Which works out good.
I'm back. Apologies, was
Welcome
called
back.
away for several minutes.
Okay.
Well, we're
you
on the
want
move
out, big
again.
boy? Look, I don't know what you want. You smell like shit. I don't speak dog. You want to go out?
She doesn't speak dog, and he doesn't speak people. Wow.
No. He perfectly understands English.
Oh, he understands, but he doesn't speak it. That's bad,
And-
Lydia. He's learned your language, but you haven't learned his.
He doesn't make sound.
He has
He's
body
more of
language.
an expression.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Okay. All right. Lydia said she'd be a moment, so I'm waiting on her. I have to find a thing. Ooh, I gotta leave that sheet of paper in that book right there. I'm actually gonna have to turn the overhead light on. Let's see. Is it this book? No. No, I don't want to go there. That would be bad. Let's see.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm looking for the thing. So, after about 2 hours or so, give or take, party, you will indeed approach what looks to be a stone doorway. Very old stone, mossy covered stone brick type thing. And Drew will say, "Is this the place you see?" You can see what the remnants of a door, a wide door, about 4 feet wide, but about 7 feet high. You can see that it was once a stout oak door reinforced with iron bands at the hinges. The iron bands are rusty and brittle looking. Most of the door itself is gone, either rotted away, termite eaten, or somehow otherwise destroyed, but there's a little bit of it left nearest to the hinges. You can see that this door, in its prime and its heyday, would have been about 8 inches thick. so indeed a very formidable door that it once was.
It is quite possible, Drew. Do you wish to hunker down here while we explore?
My friends are waiting for me, but I can wait a little while for you. Say 5, maybe 6 years, but not one season more.
Understood.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Rel gives John this kind of blank look. That's kind of thing. You should have saw that coming kind of response. So,
Okay.
John's question.
Sorry, I'm having trouble finding this thing. No.
Companions. Comrades. This is, for the record, this is Rel speaking. Might I attempt to use my knowledge? How do I say it?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you say it?
I wish to employ the abilities my lord and savior, Yurkur, has granted me, or I've trained with. I don't know which one it is, granted or not.
I wouldn't
Out of
have it
work.
any other way.
Out of world. Its explanation is, I want to use the sequence power to see how well it is. Any objection,
Nope.
Robin?
Using what again? I don't really object, but I couldn't quite hear what you were saying.
My seeker's capabilities, effectively, it's like a thieves, but I got to see how this actually works for a non-thief. For the seeker's
He wishes to
ability.
use the power of your cur, obviously.
Go for
Sorry.
it.
All right,
Yeah, go for it. Try.
Dungeon Master. I use detect trap,
Okay.
which is I can detect traps up to 60 feet distance as often as desired, but I have to concentrate in the air. So I'm looking straight at the gate. Of course, I'm stepping up to the gate and looking also past it.
Okay. You stop. You concentrate. And you do not detect any traps in that direction. Trying to find the dungeon, guys. I've got it.
Ah, okay. Then I will wait till you're done.
Well, I can look and listen at the same time. I'm very talented like that. So please continue.
Dungeon Master, is the dungeon entrance at least large enough to accommodate Bevan and I?
Well, as I described, the door is about 7 feet tall and about 4 feet wide.
I imagine you'd have to duck your head.
Dungeon Master, how spacious does it look on the inside?
You can't see the inside because it's darkened
I have infravision.
and it's light outside.
Okay, and if we bring a light stone into the equation?
Has anyone done that yet?
Well, there's nothing stopping us.
Well, is that what you wish to do?
I would have to duck, and I would assume that because of my hips, that it would be kind of tight.
Well,
Are you
once
4 feet wide, Bevan?
Well, I'm probably almost 3 foot wide.
And you got about 6 inches on either side of you. That should be more than enough.
once the short people go inside, we should be able to determine if we can fit in.
Dungeon Master, if Rel steps inside the gate, is she out of the sunlight?
Okay, so you want to step in through the doorway and let your infravision adjust.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You will see that inside this doorway, the passage is 10 foot by 10 foot.
10, is that 10 foot long, 10 foot wide, or 10 feet long, 10 foot tall?
10 foot wide, 10 feet tall.
Okay. Do I see any heat signatures?
No, you do not.
Okay. I motion for everyone to board. Slowly.
Alright, do we have a formation set up? Because we need a formation set up.
Companions,
This is my
I believe we should review what we already
mean,
know of this
We
dungeon.
do have a temporary which is next to nothing. We have a temporary walking formation.
Hmm.
You can just strike out Drew, and that's effectively it.
Fine.
Unless you wish Wallace, or not Wallace, but John and... Well, no, hold up. I gotta make some arrangements here.
Yeah, John would not volunteer to be first. He's made that
Mhm.
mistake before.
Might I suggest those of us that are capable of seeing in the dark are first, specifically those of us that are capable of seeing in the dark and also
Which
have
is
played
Rel and
this stuff.
7.
Yeah, the stronger fighters that can see in the dark go first. The rest of us will be behind with lights. You keep your eyes in front, and hopefully our light shouldn't affect you too badly. I do have that lantern. It has a significant radius of effect, of course.
Alrighty, there we go. I have updated the formations.
Alright.
Is anyone having an issue with it?
Looks fine by me.
Yeah, I'm getting warmer here.
Bevan, do you have any issues? Robin, do you have any issues?
No, that's fine.
City of Ghent.
Well, except I misspelled Bevan's name. Let me fix that. There we go.
Now, I believe we should at least mention in character, so we know this everyone knows this going in about the mummies and rust monsters.
Well, please share your knowledge. I know nothing.
Well, John, that's up to you. And Robin and Bevan and Sebastian. Because you are the only 4 originals that were there for that conversation.
Yeah.
This is not my dungeon.
What were you referring to, John?
The
'Cause I don't
Trinidad-
remember it.
The Trinidad... Trinidad?
Trinagar.
Trinigar's conversation about what was inside this dungeon. She mentioned rust monsters, mummies. She mentioned something else,
Trolls?
but mostly the mummies and the rust monsters is what really pinged for us. There might have been a slime mention. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, with the door wide open, they might be gone.
That's if they can even fit from the entrance of the dungeon.
It's also like this could be the entry chamber to what was once a massive keep, and the keep itself has been weathered away by the years and elements, and all that remains are the dungeons beneath the ground. I don't know the story, so I'm just throwing a guess. But it would make sense to me.
Let's see. Notes. Nothing pertaining to this there.
Okay, I'm not finding the dungeon that I planned to use, but you know what? This one will work just fine.
Great.
So I do have a name to give to Vader since he was there and he knows this character. He just was not informed of the name.
No, Steve does not reside here. He resides in the Cobalt Mountains.
Okay. And I'm gonna need a little bit more context for that.
That's the dude Lagatha bribed about the chicken coop and then, everything else. And that that your father also bribed.
Okay.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I did not know that dude's name until now.
Must know I have a spare before. I'll actually put that to use in a few days. Or actually, I can put to use right now. No, don't fall. No, I'm not a porter. I'm just messy.
Yeah.
That's there. Get this overhead light, turn it back on.
Dungeon Master, would it be allowed if I remind the party what the book looks like?
Sure, tell him.
All right. It is black leather, gold hinges, gold clasp, platinum lock. And the price we were first given was 20K.
Nice.
All right. So, what does the party wish to do at this time? Hey, son.
Well, waiting for someone to respond in character.
I haven't opened up the next package yet. That means you got to open it, but carefully. Like just right across the top. That way we can close the bag and they don't go stale or get slimy or anything. Clothespin. Scene number appearing. Gotcha. Maximum hit dice, of course.
Ah, yes.
Hit die, hit points. Damn it. I need a piece of paper, but I can't see down there.
Uh,
Or do I have it? Or yeah. Well, I'm gonna need another piece of paper soon. Anyhow, mummies and rust monsters. Why didn't we research this place before coming here, Master D? I believe we've made a critical error in judgment in accepting to agree to this with very little knowledge now. What's a mummy? Is that like mama? What's a rust monster? As confusion rules the day.
I'm playing my characters.
Yes, you are. Okay.
And Leonard goes AWOL.
That's fine, because I'm going to get a smoke, and it looks like y'all are trying to figure some shit out. Let's see, mummies are most dangerous for their touch. It rots the area like a disease and ruins both natural and divine healing. They won't go down easy. Rust monsters eat metal. They are rather roach-like in appearance, but the size of a man, if I recall correctly. If we cross them, leave it to the mages to dispatch it if you can, and keep distance. They will likely find your weapons and armor tasty.
If I threw a dagger at one of the rust monsters, would it still hurt them, or would it be ineffective? Or if, say, I used Bertha.
And I will be right back, guys. Going for that smoke.
I don't know for certain, but don't count yourself. But of caution.
Well, companions, in the back line I can use Bertha, but I probably won't be able to get up so much.
Are you going to be able to use Bertha, though?
We're going to be hunched over. I don't know how effective we can use our weapon.
In character 7, did you, not 7, Rel, did you report that the inside was about 10 feet tall? 10 feet wide?
Yeah, but doesn't Bertha come up to your hip, though? You have to hip fire?
I should be able to brace myself.
Yeah, but if you're hip firing, do you have to hip fire it, yes or no, Eminent?
I don't know. I'll have to ask the dungeon master.
Yeah, because if you're hip firing, you're going to hit everyone ahead of you.
Oh yeah, definitely not using it then.
And especially since most of the people, besides me, Rel, well, me and Robin, everyone else is fairly tall, 7 feet. Or close enough to it.
So the question is, can I fire it from a raised position over your all's head? And I'll have to check with the DM if I believe that to be possible.
If you do, there might be a penalty because that's going to be slightly above your eye level.
I mean, my head is at the 8.5 foot mark, roughly, so...
And John is 7 feet tall.
6.
No, he's 6.
Oh, 6, sorry. I'm thinking of one of my characters. That's 7. But he's still right there, close enough to get headshotted with that.
You can still shoulder fire this, right? That's
We'll
the normal
see.
way of doing it.
I'll have to check once the dungeon master, who's back, gets back.
Yes. I am back. What was the question?
Bertha, can I fire it in such a way over my companions' heads in the formation we have prescribed, where the tallest person next to me, Bevan, is next to me, literally?
Okay, depends on what you're aiming at.
Actually,
say you're shooting at a target your own size. Yes, you can shoot over their heads. Say you're shooting at a snake on the ground. Distance becomes a factor for whether or not you can shoot over their heads or not.
Well, Dungeon Master, I'll make a point of asking before I shoot, do I believe this would hit a companion for the less obvious cases? Something like a rust monster we believe to be man-sized, so depends on distance, like you said.
Okay.
Well, not height-wise, length-wise.
Yeah. If I had to take a guess, it's the size of a beetle, but man-sized in length.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be closer to the ground, which means you're gonna have an issue there.
Oof.
So, I mean, I can move you to the front.
No, I would prefer as the back line. Don't get me wrong, I'd love
Okay.
to be in the front, but I'm in leather armor, and you, Rel, and you, Seven, seem to be our most competent fighters.
Well, no, Rail's just up front, so she can actually use her seeker abilities, and I can actually see how this goes.
Yes, that too.
Outside of that, you're probably a better fighter than her. She
Hmm.
does not have any stacked proficiency.
Well, if needs be, I'm to the right-hand side, so if like we're facing something like skeletons where I don't have to, where it's like, hey, we need an extra fighter up front, I'll duck over to the right-hand side from the party's formation. Bevan, you stay in the rear type of deal, because you're our healer, and I'll draw my sword after setting Bertha down or handing it off to you, Bevan, and yeah, I'll engage. I even have
And
two swords.
Wallace. If we do encounter undead, be prepared to turn them.
So, let me adjust the time. There's that.
On the plus side, I'm
right
starting
now,
to feel like a human again. Sorry.
Rel, you moved forward and detected. Which one of you moved in? Was it Rel or Seven that stepped in?
Rail stepped inside to get the infravision.
Okay. So you've got a 10-foot wide by 10-foot tall corridor here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And your infravision has been adjusting. You called to the rest of the party to come up. Has the rest of the party done so?
Okay, light. Who's carrying light? Bevan, if you'd like, I have this lantern. I'd prefer to keep my hands free to do stuff. Would you be willing to hold my lantern with continual light stone?
I mean, John
Dungeon
does
Master.
have his... Sorry, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, John would be having his headlamp on him.
Multiple sources,
Like-
just in case.
Oh, wait.
I would be
Okay.
fine
That's
with
actually a
that.
good point. Let me
Right.
think about that.
So, Dungeon Master Hans will give Bevan the lamp that he has with the fixed light stone inside of it.
Okay.
And, yeah.
I would assume because of my height and being up, it would help shine down and flood the light into the area better anyway.
Those of
Okay.
you with the dark seeing thing that I don't know what it's called in game, eyes ahead. We're about to start light. And at this point, then hand it off.
Dungeon Master, before the light hits, do I see any lights or life forces? Anything?
Sources. No, you do not.
Okay.
Okay, Dungeon Master, delay my action on the light stone headlamp because I realized that I'd have to take off my helmet for that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Dungeon Master, I'm able to hold Bertha and have my shield like hitched up on my arm, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you've got shield and crossbow.
Mhm.
Bevan has the lantern. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this off of here. Okay, John D, you're keeping your magic helmet on. Seven, anything in hand?
Crossbow, I'm like typing it out for you.
Okay, good. Sebastian, did he ever make it back?
I believe he's still out at the moment.
Okay, Hans, yeah, you shield and thingy. Yeah, Leonard's back, good. Dom, what about you? Y'all might want to record what's in hand for actions for the round, and I take it y'all did a formation while I was getting that smoke.
Yeah, temporary walking formation. We just re-edited it.
Drew waiting outside. Seven and Rel up front. Sebastian and Robin in the second rank. Third rank is Wallace and John, and bringing up the rear, Hans and Bevan.
Hmm.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, did I ever buy that?
We are using as much of our schedule as we can. Or our formations we've already have.
I will be a couple of feet away. I should be within earshot.
Okay. Sebastian, do you have a shield? Because you might want to have that in your other hand.
Let me check. Does he have a shield? Yes, he has a shield.
Sebastian, I recommend you use your shield.
Something ready to cast. Bow ready, scimitar and shield. Buckler and crossbow ready. Temporarily embrace his heritage and make sure the formation is up to scratch. Hold Han's light to help everyone see. Light will help flood the area. Yes, indeed. And this thing is like a bullseye lantern, is it not?
No, it is a hooded lantern.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to generate light in all directions then. Okay.
I'm a beacon.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we were
Beacon of
gonna
hope.
make light anyways.
All right. So party is Yar. I take it the party is entering into the dungeon.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. The light source is available and out, and the light that thing produces negates any and all infravision in your immediate area. So
Aw.
as I've said, the corridor is about 10 by 10. This is all stonework. It appears very old. It is mossy on the walls and in spots on the ceiling. Yet, there may or may not be traffic coming through here because the floor isn't all that mossy. Anyhow, this corridor is about 30 feet long, and at the far end of the corridor, you can see, again, like the door that the party entered into, there is another door, but this one appears to have been crudely repaired. What does the party wish to do? Rel, you
Well-
are not detecting any traps.
Well, they're as we get to the door.
Okay, so the party is moving to the door.
Silence is consent.
I'm in my spot in the
Rels?
formation.
Am I
Yes, ma'am.
recalling correctly that Turnigar said something about mummies coming through walls?
Oh, yeah, you're not really sure about that.
If only we had oh, wait. Yeah.
If only somebody that had been with the party at the time had that photographic memory thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About
shame.
that.
Shame about
Not
that.
in the party.
Okay, so the party is moving up to this next door. Again, it has been repaired, but obviously not by a master craftsman. The door is shut. And let's see, let me double check formations because that means, yes, Rel and Seven are the first two up there. Yes. Yeah, if you're just following along, doing the same, you don't need to type anything in, people.
No. Rip.
Okay. All right. So Rel, you let your crossbow hang. You draw your sword. You poke at the door. It does seem to be real, and you're concentrating. You do not detect any traps on it or the surrounding walls.
Does it look like it opens inwards or outwards?
It looks like it would open inwards.
From our point of view?
The door appears to open away from the party.
Okay.
It is hinged on the left as you are facing it. See, how many victims do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's what I thought. I mean, players. How many players? Yeah.
Which side is the door handle on?
Well, the hinge is on the left, so wouldn't the door handle be on the right?
I didn't hear anything about the hinge. That's why I was asking. But
Okay,
thank you,
yeah.
Taylor.
The hinges are on the left. It's not so much a doorknob as there's like a hole that somebody has pushed a loop of rope through.
So it slides.
What do you mean slides?
I'm picturing a sliding door where you just grab the thing and just pull it back. I know you said open inwards. I'm just having a blonde moment.
Hinges.
Yeah.
Okay,
A rolling door would not have hinges.
No. I get it. I was just having a blonde moment.
Okay, well, let me go over it one more time just so you are sure. 4-foot wide door, 7 feet tall. It's been repaired with newer wood. The hinges are on the left. It opens away from the party. And on the right-hand side, where a lot of that repair work is, there's a hole been cut through the door, a small hole, where a loop of rope has been pushed through the door. So somebody on your side could pull the door towards them, shutting it by that loop of rope. Does that make sense now?
Okay.
Think I got it, yeah.
Okay. There you go. What you're going to do.
All right. I threw out that.
Reading it.
Mhm.
Shields to the front. Form a wall behind 7 now. Hans, prepare to fire your weapon. Mages and archers, prepare to fire after Hans' first shot on anything that comes through on 7. I'll open the door inward. 7, prepare to be the stalwart here. Rel barks out her orders.
Does it make sense to anyone, or do I need to explain why?
I'm taking my position in the rear and leveling my Bertha.
It makes sense. Just how many people do we have with shields?
Sebastian has a shield. Rel has not many, but still. I'm trying to form a shield wall between them and you all and anyone else.
Okay.
Wallace has a shield, so he's technically in. I believe no, he doesn't. No, never mind. So you do, but you also have a two-hander, so you're not gonna do much anyway. So yeah, effectively, it's Wallace, or not Wallace. It's 7 and it's Rel and Sebastian holding the shield wall here.
Suddenly, the Emperor appears. He's wielding a 3-handed sword.
I surrender.
Hello.
Okay, jokes aside. A 3-handed sword. Think about that for a moment, guys.
That is pretty funny. I've made that joke before, actually.
That's a big-ass sword,
Wallace, just be prepared to turn undead, I guess. So
Wallace,
Dungeon
holy
Master.
symbol in his hand, I assume. Although that's out of character, I wouldn't know that. Sorry.
Dungeon Master.
I'm listening.
Once Rel opens the door, she'll take up position behind 7 as quickly as she can while ducking so she doesn't get beamed in the head by a massive bolt from.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
before
I'm sure
that,
you figured this, but methinks something intelligent dwells here to have repaired the door so. Okay.
Yes. So I'm hoping with whatever pops out, with 7 having the highest AC value here, will be smacked into a wall. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
right then.
I believe we're good, Dungeon Master.
Okay. All right. So, Rel, you push the door open, and light comes flooding in because Bevan's holding that lantern up high. And what you see before you is the corridor continues about 20 feet. And also, it opens up to your right into another corridor that is 10 by 10, which goes about 30 feet.
Nothing floods out.
No?
So a head to the right and a head straight. Do I have that
Yeah.
correctly? All right.
Ahead to
Do
the
we have
right,
anyone
30.
mapping?
Straight ahead, 20.
Like in game, do we have anyone mapping? Out of game, I'm
Rel can
so
map.
far out
She
of it.
has the supplies to do it, but she's currently a shield wall.
Damn. I'm sorry, guys. Out of game, in game, I don't have the brains for this, and I don't want to fuck over the party.
7 will slowly advance forward, and as she advances, we advance.
Yeah, I've
Good.
got y'all in a formation. Now, if
Okay.
y'all change the formation, let me know. So y'all move in a little bit, and from what it looks like to the right, again, it looks like a dead end. There's moss and whatnot, floor and ceiling. But straight ahead, it dead ends with a wall, but it's made out of wood. And in the center of this, there is a small area that a person could pass through.
The ground, does it have any moss on it?
There seems to be a worn area directly ahead, going up towards that hole in the wooden wall.
Do the hinges look to be made of metal, or are they wood?
The hinges of the door behind you?
Yeah, the ones we just passed through.
Metal. They creak loudly, by the way, when y'all open that door.
Dungeon Master,
Hmm?
would you mind if John maintains a small little map?
I don't mind. And
I believe he
it's
does have the materials for it.
okay. Well, then, Vader, feel free to keep a map of, as I describe it to you.
I'm gonna get a paper right now and sketch what I believe we already have.
Okay.
I don't have to repeat myself in that Rel is using her detect traps, right?
No, you do not need to repeat
Okay.
that. And so far, no, you have not detected any traps.
I just wasn't sure if I needed to keep repeating it every time we move to a new section or not.
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, well, what's this an out of character? Is John able to do that freely? What, the mapping? Since he said he was keeping his hands free otherwise, yeah. Of course, if there's a fight or something, he might have to drop his map, and, you know, if y'all end up running, then the map gets left behind on the ground, or I don't know, we'll see.
Okay, so the first hallway that we originally came to, how long did we think that was?
About
It's 10.
10 by 10 by about 30 feet long.
Okay. I'll just make squares, I guess.
Okay, however you want to do it, it's your cartography, man.
Okay, and ahead, how many?
Okay, then you went through the door, and you've got about 20 feet straight ahead of you, and 30 feet to the right.
Gotcha.
That is where the party is at now. And my nicotine is wearing off, so y'all consider your options over the next 2 minutes. Death is close.
Well, if there's moss inside this, then we know exactly which ways to go where things have been. Because without moss, we know nothing's been that way, so we don't have to check immediately. We stick to the path that has no moss or it's been worn out. You could quickly clear the things of months. Does anyone disagree with this?
I mean, that does make sense. I'm wondering if it'd be better just to keep to the left type of deal, but that could get iffy. I don't like the description of that small passageway. I don't know if Bevan and I will be able to fit through there. But that area, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm barely hanging on, guys. I apologize.
I have to roll a number that I haven't had to check in a long time.
Oh, you sound way too happy about that.
Oh my.
Only
Let's see.
two, only two.
Let's see some in-character chat. Great smartass comment. I'm having flashbacks of our last dungeon. Okay. Let's see. I need to do a thing real quick. It's going to involve quite a bit of dice.
Take your time. I'm gonna try and get some food, see if maybe that wakes up my brain. I know blood
Okay.
rushing to the stomach usually doesn't, but I don't know what else to do because I'm barely functional, guys.
Some caffeine, some sugar, some water. You need a cup of coffee. All right. Let's see here. This one. Nope, just missed it. Missed that by a lot. Okay. One. One. Two. Three. Four. Three, 4, 5, 9. Two, 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 two. Okay. And Y. Pity. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. So I can. Those on those. Oh, interesting.
I'm back, but I'm gonna eat food, so I'm gonna be muted.
Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. All those dice rolls are
Real
done.
dumb question.
Dumb answer.
So we know, oh, it's 10 by 10 in the width and in the height for both hallways.
Yes.
So there should be a 10-foot gap up between either one before the actual hallway starts, right?
Huh? A 10-foot gap between what?
One moment.
You mean like a hallway in between the two rooms?
And images, this is what I have drawn. Those squares are meant to be like 10 by 10 feet.
Okay, and that little square inside of a square is what, representing your door?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right.
So from the door, it's 20 feet forward or 30 feet.
To the right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you got to buy some graph paper.
Could have used paint.
Anyhow. All right.
We are heading north.
I believe that's what we said.
Sure, we'll call that north.
Forward,
I
at least.
I mean, I don't know the direction, so I assume since it's pointed up, it's north.
Well, he's oriented it to the way that you are going in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But actually, what he's got oriented as north would actually be east. But that's okay.
We're going 20 feet forward. We're going
Yeah.
forward. And I'm pretty sure we're still in the
Wait a
same
minute.
formation.
Because y'all went that way. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Forward in front of you is technically west.
Okay. So we're going to go west, Dungeon Master. Same formation, probably still the same actions.
Okay. So you get up to that little wooden wall.
Mhm.
Well, it's not a little wooden wall, it's 10 by 10. Again, this craftsmanship reflects similarly to the repairs of the door that the party went through.
How big does the door area look like?
Well, it's a doorway. It doesn't have a door on it. And let's see. Ah, damn it, I stepped on the ribbon. Yeah, this doorway, this hole in this wall, looks like it would accommodate an average to large man comfortably.
Big enough for our two people, yes?
They'll have to squeeze through.
Okay. Good enough.
Check if
So,
the passage on the other side's big enough after we clear the door.
Yeah. So, Rel and 7, you know.
And since there's no door on it, would the light have already flooded in somewhat so we can kind of get a look into it?
Yes, it has. So you're looking at whoever's up front, Rel, 7, whichever of you is looking through this doorway. You can see there is this is about a 10 by 10 area. There is a door that looks like it might be original construction even on the opposite wall. It is shut. And there is a like a wooden bench in the corner away from you on your left, a short wooden bench with a circular hole cut in the top of it.
Repeat that?
So as you're looking through this doorway,
No, just the bench part. Just the bench part.
there's a little wooden bench, sits about 2.5 feet tall. with a hole cut in it.
All right, we found the outhouse.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
All right.
We
If it's communal like or if it was meant to be communal, it would have like multiple little holes and there'd be like a channel underneath.
So this dead end's right there, correct?
There is a door.
Okay. How far is this hall once we're looking through it?
This chamber that you're looking into appears to be about 10 by 10 by 10.
Ah, I see.
Any traps, Dungeon Master?
You do not detect any.
All right. So, Dungeon Master, as we get to new doorways, Rel will go up to 7, look inside, look for traps. Then, if she sees none, fall back into position. We move forward to save some time here. Could help.
Rel moves up to 7. Is that
Well,
what you...
Yeah, when we get to a doorway, she'll move up to the same distance 7 is from the door and everything to look inside to be able to detect the trap.
Okay. Well, I thought you two were moving side by side.
Well, no, she fell back because she's being a shield wall between what's ever in front of us and everyone behind us.
Okay.
You want me to put in a different modification here?
No, I understand now.
Okay.
All right, so, Rel, you're moving up to this door.
Mhm.
You do not detect any traps. And you're opening this door?
Yes, and then moving back in position.
Okay. All right, this door, again, opens away from you with hinges on the left. And I'm assuming that you've waited for the entire party to get squeezed into that 10 by 10 area. That way you've got plenty of light for this.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You push open the door and you go back, raising your shield, and light's flooding in there. And so, 7, you're at the frontmost. You can see that this is about a 20-foot section of corridor still. And there's a door on the opposite wall. Again, very similar to the one that you just that Rel just opened. But this corridor is furnished somewhat. There are 2 crude beds along the right-hand wall. And there are some shelves along the left-hand wall.
We're walking into some kind of what's the word?
Experimentation chamber.
Oh no, I was a lich. I was
Bathroom?
gonna say in a lich place.
Gosh.
Is there anything on the shelves?
Yes, there are a couple of small chests. These chests look like they're about 2 feet wide, about a foot deep, front to back deep, and about a foot, maybe a foot and a half tall. There are 3 of those. There is a large pouch. There is a box. And another large... Did I say pouch?
You did say that.
Okay, I meant sack. There are 2 large sacks. Yes.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
My detect trap, does it go through walls?
Somewhat. The density of the wall, what it's made out of, and whatnot will impede your distance. So if you're... Okay, your detect traps has a range of what?
60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet. So if you're out in the wilderness and it's just you and the trees and the grass and the whatnot, you're pretty much getting that entire 60 feet. But now if you come up to a wooden door, okay, that's going to cut some of your distance off, but yeah, you'll still be able to detect stuff on the other side. Now, if you come up to a series of doors with thick doors and stone walls, that will again reduce your distance, your range.
I believe I need to do another seeker trap thing here because of the door.
I thought you were still doing it.
Okay, then never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, you're still concentrating, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you're engaged in combat or something, your concentration will be broken and you'll have to concentrate again.
Duly noted.
Okay. All right. So is the party going into this 10 by 10 by 20 section of the corridor?
Have I detected any traps?
No, you have not.
I will inform people of such and tell them to be careful examining things. I believe we can relax our formation to scout out this room. Any objections?
All good.
should
I'll keep
perhaps-
overwatch.
We should perhaps poke those chests just in case.
How tall, like how far off the ground are these things?
Some of them are only about 2 feet off the ground on the shelves. Some of them are about 3 feet up.
Okay, so yeah. Well, we'll check the chest for traps.
You do not detect any traps.
I will gently poke it with my sharp, pointy stick thingy, my sword.
Okay. You gently, slightly gouge the wood with your pointy thing.
They seem perfectly okay. You and Robin can investigate them if you wish.
Then are us two moving up then?
Robin will check out one of the chests and check for traps.
Of
Okay,
course,
what
the
is-
first thing we should do is see if they're locked.
What is your percent chance of detecting traps, Robin?
70.
You do not find any.
I'll check, is the chest locked?
How are you determining whether it is locked or not?
We're trying to open it, perhaps.
I'll try and lift it up with the point of my dagger.
Okay.
Lift up
You-
the lid.
You lift the lid with the point of your dagger. It opens easily, and it appears to be empty.
John will copy what Robin has done for the others.
Okay, so you are going to open all 4 of these chests. They are empty.
Don't see much point leaving them open, so I'd be glad to just go ahead and close them.
Okay.
Are you going to check the box and the 2 sacks?
Does the sack look like it has something in it? Like it's
You're not sure. It's a large sack. There are 2 large sacks.
say just like picking it up and feeling it have if it has heft to it, you know?
Okay. You think there might be something inside of it, John D.
You slowly open it.
Okay. You slowly open it.
and look inside.
Okay, as you look inside, that snake that's in there bites you on the neck, and I'll need a. I'm kidding. No,
No, you would at least do a roll to hit.
I did. Didn't you hear the die?
No.
Oh, yeah. No. So yeah, John D. There's something shiny in there.
I'm not gonna grab it. I'm gonna like kind of tilt it outwards onto the shelf.
Okay, gems.
How many it appears?
You count 9.
And is Robin doing anything with the other bag?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet.
Count 9 what?
Gemstones.
Okay.
Robin was going to inspect the chest a little further, see if they have any secret doors or compartments in them.
Okay, you're busy doing that, Robin, and I'll let you know right now you're not going to find any. Not by these dice rolls, anyhow. All right. So what are y'all doing with the gems and whatnot?
Well, I'm putting that back in the sack.
Okay.
I guess give the sack to Robin since they got the pouch thingy.
Yeah, do you want me to store those away?
That would seem wise.
Okay. 9 gems in a large sack.
Yes.
And we would also check. Well, I'll check the second sack in the same manner.
Empty.
Understood.
Robin. This is Seven speaking.
Yes.
Since the rope we found earlier and Flyboy here said it had a dreamer, you may wish to check whatever is in that sack of yours to see if any of it has some dreamer, whatever a dreamer is. You never know.
Dreamer is merely an aura of magic that can be detected by certain people.
Oh. Interesting.
Dude, what is...
I can check the gems first. Do I detect any dreamer when I touch them?
No, you do not.
Gotta be sure. Gotta be vigilant.
Anyways, girls, is there any more to note of this place?
There's still the box.
So does Robin wish to handle that?
Or is there another box? I thought it was 3 chests, 2 bags.
There were 4 chests, 2 large sacks, a box, and 2 beds.
Okay, Robin will check the box for traps.
You do not find any.
Try and carefully open the box with my dagger.
Okay, you open the box. There is what appears to be a potion bottle inside.
I'll announce that to the group. And then stow it in my girdle.
Okay.
Any description I can put for it? Color or anything?
Sure. It's the color of Pepto-Bismol, but it has black streaks in it.
Like pinkish? Pepto Bismol's pink, right?
Yes.
So pink taffy with black stripes.
Sounds appetizing. Refreshing.
So, is there anything else in this room? Because I've completely forgotten if there was or not.
Is there anything?
Beds.
What?
Else in the room? Jars,
No.
boxes, nothing.
Just the two beds.
Just the two beds. Okay. There was a door, right? Another door.
Yes, there is.
I gotta say, out of character, I'm sorely tempted to suggest we just cut and run with what we got here. But no, we should proceed.
Should
You're
we check
not
the
wrong.
beds?
I mean, we could. I
Check
don't
under
think
the
we'll get them
beds.
through the doors.
What does the
very
bed look like it's made out of?
Wood.
Is it like a straw type of cushioning, or is it like actual?
Okay, the what passes for a mattress, yeah, looks like it's probably stuffed with straw or some similar material. It's very crude.
Dungeon
Gotcha.
Master, is there any dust anywhere?
BRB, bathroom.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a smoke real quick because yeah, I appreciate y'all being so cautious. Now that you're who is this looking? Rel or Seven?
Rel.
Rel, yes, this room appears very tidy.
Mm,
And Rel, give me a perception check.
Ah, shit. Well, first, I don't know why that capitalized. 4.
What's your perception? I mean, I have it here.
16.
16?
Made it by 12.
You
About-
spot something on the ground. Something tiny.
Stab it. Sword.
Huh?
Stab it with sword.
I'm already back.
I mean, really tiny. Like, dime-sized.
Crouch down and look at it.
Okay. I'm going to go for that nicotine fix real quick. But I'll tell you before I go, it looks like a housefly. But there's something wrong. Be right back.
Nope, should have stabbed it. Should have just stabbed it. So, guys, should I bring in one of the characters that's back at the house, or a new character altogether?
I gotta go. Laundry. Be back as soon as I
All
can.
right.
well, the rest of us will be coming in as first level people, for the most part, right?
Oh, if we party wipe, yes.
What happened? I'm sorry. I completely spaced out for a solid 20 minutes there.
I believe I have a son of Caius at my feet that's about to jump in my face. So I'm asking, when we party right now, do we want, or at least me, I'm going to probably lose 2 of my characters. Should I bring in a character that's already here, or bring in a new one? But if you're party wipe, definitely going to be a new one.
If it's a party wipe, I would suggest a new one so we're all on equal footing, because we might have another Mead situation if you bring in Lagatha. But if you just lose your characters and we somehow get out of this dungeon with the rest of us, I'd say bring in Lagatha.
Any
Gives us
position?
I think. Well,
Well, Eminem wants Stefan. Wallace wants Lagatha. Trader, what do you want?
I wouldn't mind rifle.
Rifle. Okay.
You know, perfect memory and all that.
Yeah, I am.
Lagatha gives us a clear objective. After this, instead of just kind of like, well, what do we do now? We have to bring Lagatha to her wedding.
Yeah.
It's just a very clear objective, and it will make it where we don't spend a couple sessions just debating on what to do next.
thought Lagatha didn't want to go because of the kids.
Well, they now have most of them still have 3 out of the 5 have masters now, like apprenticeships going on.
And then we have a cleric and a druid that could help take care of the kids as long as they don't get, attacked by monsters.
Do y'all want me to continue, or do y'all want to sit here and speculate?
Eminem's not here.
Well, that's okay, because this is pointedly to who was looking so closely?
Right.
Grell? Grell. Yeah, something about this fly doesn't look right, Grell.
Step on it, squish it.
It's okay. What kind of boots are you wearing?
Metal.
Okay, your armor may cover your boots, okay, but the bottom of your boots is not metal.
Hard.
Hard? Okay. Item saving throw. Let's see, where's my...
I believe I've just found a rust monster.
I'm back.
Rust monsters don't eat rubber or whatever shoe with sole is made out of.
I don't know. He's never told us. It's either hard or soft.
Okay, so, Rel, you step on the fly. It goes crunch.
Okay.
If you're just throwing this in to make us paranoid, it's working.
Wipe my foot off on the bed.
Okay.
What was that?
Any adverse reaction to the bed?
No?
Okay.
I am
Never
back.
realized I could torment the party so much with a housefly.
I know, right? Hey, that's worth XP, right? We get like 1/1000th of an XP each.
So this party spends the next year stomping on bugs. You get 1 XP each.
I can't do that.
Bevan declares
Yeah,
herself arch nemesis of the party.
After about a day of y'all stomping on bugs, Bevan goes into a rage and destroys the party.
Yeah.
Bevan will be praying for everybody.
I thought you were Hibernicus, not the bald beast.
Nature is nature to a point.
I mean, they would just
Yeah,
have
it
to do
doesn't mean I
something
don't
to
care.
balance out.
Oh god, fuck me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so out of it.
I believe we were going to fall back into formation and go to the next door.
Okay.
So we got everything that we think from this room. We checked the 4 chests, the bags.
I mean, we didn't check underneath the bed. Do you want to flip them over and see if there's anything there?
Yep, sure. Party. Someone keep an eye out and I'll flip the beds.
I mean, you already stole their gems, wiped bug parts on their bed. You might as well complete the insult and flip shit over.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, I'll do it. Party, keep watch for me, please, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep watch.
Okay.
Here. Jean, hold Bertha for me. If any harm comes to her, don't. I'm joking, of course. I'm actually going to hand it over to
This is where I
Bevan.
wish I had a rust monster hiding under the bed. But
Funny enough, if it jumped at me, okay, my swords are shite, but my armor is leather. It can't eat that. I mean, it can still eat me, I assume, but
Well, I
it
mean,
won't
it still has
degrade that.
metal pieces on it.
Yeah, no, straps and fittings and what have you, but it's not wholly metal like plate mail. Oh, I hope those gems are worth a lot, but I know they won't be. Greater treasure always lies at the end of the maze, never at the beginning. Except for the few times when it is. Anyways, Dungeon Master, is there anything of interest underneath the beds?
No.
Okay. I'll take a second, put them back. I'm not gonna like tuck in the sheets and stuff, but it should look slightly less ransacked. Look, guys, just give me a second. I have a thing. It should be orderly.
Hans and his OCD.
Damn it! Now I have to make that a character trait. Fuck.
Okay. And Lydia, you said the party was now going to advance and go check out the next door.
Mm-hmm. If there was no objection.
An objection here.
Get all my stuff back, Bertha in hand, back in formation.
Let me guess, this door also opens to the left?
Correct.
Alrighty.
No, he said left.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Rel, you detect no traps. You push the door open. It is another 10 by 10 room with the door opposite the one that you've opened.
By
Advance.
10 by 10, right.
1 square.
Okay, got it.
I think it's working, guys. I'm feeling more alive. Maybe. Probably not, actually, but...
Well, did you drink coffee or lich brew?
I had some cookies. They were delicious.
Nice.
All right, as I said, 10 by 10 room.
Okay, nothing of note?
No, nothing of note here.
I assume then same protocol, right? Of Rel checking the door for traps and then, you know, all the other things we said.
Okay, so moving up to the next door. And no, you do not detect any traps, Rel. And you're opening this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rel, this one doesn't want to open.
Eye the door.
You eye the door. Okay.
Does it seem like it's locked? Or does it feel like something's just pushing against the door, keeping it unable to move?
You're not sure.
I have a dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if we knock?
Dungeon Master, roll and knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Guys, that seems like a
Yes,
supremely bad idea.
Too late.
I knock on the door or I kick the door open. Either way.
Can't we just open it nicely? Do we have to cause a giant scene and mess everywhere we go?
I knocked on the door. How is that not nice?
We're in a dungeon! I'm messing with y'all, dude. It's fine. I'm actually trying to get my blood pumping so I feel alive again. Don't mind me.
I was about to say. At least this time I didn't try to kick the door down. I actually knocked. That's out of character for me.
Hello, is there anyone in there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm trying.
Knock and the door shall be opened unto you.
You could always. Is this door wooden, girls?
Yes, it is. It's wooden with reinforcing iron bands. They're very rusty. It looks very old, but it
think
looks
it'd be-
very sturdy nonetheless still.
I think it'd be easier to knock it off its hinges than just burn it straight down.
Oh,
Yes.
Bevan.
Yes, Leonard, you should try burning shit up when you're in a place with a limited air supply. Yes, good idea.
Bevan.
You need a back kick?
No, but could you possibly misshapen the door or something? I mean, you're a cleric. You should be able to. You're something. You should be able to do something here.
Wait, why are we messing with the door? Like, at this
Wait.
point, we've knocked. Shall we open it? Is it locked?
Okay,
It's
Grills,
not
is
open
there a
from the-
keyhole? Or anything that would suggest it could be unlocked from the outside?
Nothing that suggests that.
It's just rope, right? The handle.
No, this one has an iron ring.
Oh. Does it go in or out?
It opens away from you.
I do not have anything on tap that I can really do to the door right now.
Okay. Okay. Dungeon Master, I will attempt to force the door open.
Okay, what is your strength rating?
1893.
Dice percentage.
17.
You force it open. The hinges squeal and creak badly. This door apparently has not been opened in a long, long time. And I have a message. Let me check.
No, it's me. You can ignore it. Sorry, I'm out of it. Unless it's not me, in which case you probably should.
Hey, to our credit, we at least knocked first.
Yes, the trolls waiting on the other end of the door will be very happy that we rang the dinner bell for them.
Rel, give me a perception check.
Please work with me. 8.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, Rel, the room that you're currently in, because you haven't gone into this room yet.
Mm-hmm.
This room has a nice thick carpet of moss on all of the walls, ceiling,
Nope.
and
Nope.
floor.
Nope. Back in the way.
Yet, Rel, strangely enough, the next room, the stone floor is actually bare.
Oh, fuck that.
Wait, so the room we're currently in is mossed up on all the walls?
Uh-huh.
What about the floor?
Sebastian, I'm in need of your pyrotechnic.
No, hold on. Aiden, this is the room we are currently occupying. The one with the chests and the sacks that had moss on the walls and
No.
stuff. No?
No. The one with the beds and the shelves. From there, you went into a 10 by 10. That is the room you're in.
That has the mossy walls.
The room that you're in has the mossy walls and floor
Okay,
and ceiling.
I'm sorry. I missed that. I apologize.
Right,
So-
disregard what I said about the pyrotechnic. Dungeon Master,
Yes.
I will take my only dagger and I will throw it at the ground inside the moss-covered room.
You're in the moss-covered room.
I'm in the moss-covered.
Yes.
I'm assuming I stumbled inside when I forced it open.
No,
No.
Aiden. Hold on, let me do it. I got this. So, Aiden, do you remember how we were in the room with the chests and shit? And then we went
Yes.
into the next room over, which is a 10 by 10? That room, Grills just told us now, is the one with the moss-covered walls and ceiling, but the floor is clean. From there... No?
The room you are in right now has a nice, luxurious moss everywhere.
Hold on a sec. I apologize.
Now
No,
I'm
I'm not getting it.
We were just in the room with the 2 beds. We got to the door that's in this room. I forced it
Okay.
open.
You're in the room with the 2 beds.
Mhm.
You open the next door. You go into a 10 by 10 by 10 that has another door, and the 10 by 10 by 10 that you're in has nice, luxurious moss. The next door didn't want to open. You forced it.
Okay.
Now, at this point that you notice, hey, the room that we're in doesn't have that wear pattern. And the next room has no moss whatsoever on the floor.
I see where the miscommunication broke down at.
Yes, I think I got
I
it.
thought I was. I'm pretty sure almost everyone here thought we were still in the bedroom area.
Nope.
And was just opening the door to the next room.
You went from the bedroom into the 10 by 10, and then you hit a stuck door.
Okay, then. Yeah,
Alright. We're in
that's
the...
not ominous at all.
Question: did you say there was moss before we went in?
No, Nobody noticed.
Oof.
But since you've been keeping track of like the wear pattern before, that's why I had you do another check. And yeah, wait a second, this is spongier. Huh. But that's bare.
Alright. My diagram and out of character is correct, girls, and we're in the middle of
Pretty
movement
much.
this time. Apologies.
Pretty
I'm trying so hard to keep in here, and it's
Okay. And Rel, you also notice there are no house flies in there.
Well, I've already opened the door with no moss. I'm going on in.
alright. Following information, or at least Hans will if the rest of the formation is.
Okay, Rel, you're going in,
Mm-hmm.
and 7 is behind you and then beside you as you go in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have the second order is Sebastian, then Robin, then Sebastian. Okay, Robin, give me a saving throw.
He's not able to do that at the moment. He had to go do something quick.
Okay. Well, we can wait. I'll just go get a little more nicotine before.
Okay, he's listening in, so he knows that you said it, but he can't do his computer at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. Just give me that saving throw when he gets back. And like I said, I'm gonna go get a couple of drags, and then I'll let y'all know what happens. Because
Stuff and things.
it's a stuffing thing. No, Dom, they're not. There may be a few out there, but they are novelties because they are not powerful. And yeah, they're not considered worth the weight to carry.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you now.
Okay, if you can roll for me, just a 20.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm taking care of my brother right now.
Okay.
Something that came up.
I will roll it for you, but I'm still gonna go for that smoke.
Okay.
Ooh, that ain't good. Okay. Be right back.
I'm still confused on how we missed an entire moss covered room.
I don't know. Maybe the place is magic.
Heavy crossbow takes longer to load than a light crossbow. Light
Yes.
crossbow shoots shorter distances than a heavy. Think of it as this way: a heavy crossbow is the equivalent of a long bow, and a light is a short.
And isn't the thing like with a light crossbow, you can reload it by hand, but the heavy you need to stick your foot in the stirrup and then pull it back like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's different variations of a heavy crossbow. So, and a light crossbow. Some do that. Some reload with a crank. I mean, some don't even need either. Some has this kind of like pulley system, and it's yes, all arrows do the same. Like all bows and crossbows do the same damage. It's a D6 all around.
For the light and heavy crossbow, yes. Bertha, for example, I'm pretty sure even though it's that big, you all could try to wield it, and that has different damages. But Bertha is
It's a mini ballista.
mini ballista, yeah, not a crossbow.
But yeah, light crossbows and bows, even the composite, all still have the same damage. But I believe composites are more for horseback shooting.
I need to check a thing before I continue because of a thing.
I forgot something.
Well, I want to double check this first because I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, that didn't quite answer my question. So let's check. Mm. No. Check my resource. Sorry for the holdup, guys, but you don't want me killing you wrongly.
No, we do not.
You say you do? What? Okay. Never mind. No. Yeah, that it functions like that, but it is not. Okay. Had to make sure. All right. So I have going into the room, Rel, 7, Robin, and then a thing happens.
Come back to the people.
Okay, good. So let's see. The next person in line would be Sebastian. So Sebastian, you're going to have the front row seat as this green stuff falls from the ceiling onto those three. They are covered.
Fucking hell. Dungeon Master Rel and 7 attempt to get this dunked off as quickly as they can.
Please put it in actions for the round party.
So is that also Robin?
Yes, Rel, 7, and Robin. And Sebastian was about to walk in when the sky dropped. I can see where this can go bad real quick.
Oh my god.
What's this?
Oh, I hate this.
Neither me as a player or me as a character know what these are. You flipped over the rock dice initiative.
It's that fun feeling of discovery, although less fun for those that are discovering it up front. Ouch. I wish I could help, guys, but I don't think Hans can do anything.
Okay, Seven and Rel both attempting to get this gree goo off of themselves quickly as they can. With what?
Sword, shield, anything. I mean, at this point, they're already covered. I don't think it matters what they're using.
Well, then you need to specify. Wallace, attempting to help the three of them. Wallace, I need more specific. Hans, scan for enemies since he can't help from where he's at. Sebastian, avoiding any of that green goo at all costs. I don't plan on dying to green goo again. Robin, try to remove most of it. The clean cantrip. Okay.
I'm trying to do most of it physically first, then the clean cantrip.
Okay, again, if you're trying to scrape it off, I need to know what you're trying to scrape with.
I have gloved hands.
Okay, well, please put it in the actions. Edit.
Ooh, I got it.
And I'm waiting to see what Sebastian is going to do. Because, okay, Sebastian, you're getting away from the doorway, I assume. And I hope you saw what Lydia said in character as Seven.
I mean, I would just have one of my characters whip out a torch, but I'm pretty sure it's been gooed, so it's not going to do no.
And what
No,
is
what?
John D doing? I don't see John D doing anything. Okay, Hans, those three back into the 10 by 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're getting them out of that room, and we're gonna try and help them clean up once we can get to them. Right now, they're we're half through the doorway and we've stopped. It's no, get out now. Odds are that shit's still falling from the ceiling, and it's just gonna keep coating them.
How in the
Okay. Bevan, join me in campaign voice number 2, please.
Oh, things are going swimmingly. Think.
Motherfucker. I just got hit with. I think I know what it is. And I'm not happy. But I guess I should start looking either at a new character or I'm bringing in a new one. Or bringing in an old one. So, Robin, which one would you prefer? A new character or one of the characters at the house? All right, Robin.
Kind of what Wallace said, depending on the situation. If it's just you, probably just one from your other characters, so we're more even level. If it's a party wipe, a new character.
Well, I'm asking since I'm most definitely going to lose both Rail and Seven. I'm asking which one from back at the house would you prefer?
Not really sure. Then, like I said, depends on what you want to do. Really, I mean, it's.
I mean, I'm game for anything at this point.
where the hell is it?
Okay. Are you sure you want that 7? Just say the word and I burn you to crisp. Just light a torch and swing it at us, 7 screams out. Lovely. Lovely.
If this was Nickelodeon, I would relish in this, but this ain't Nickelodeon.
No.
Oh, that's hysterical.
No, it's Kohal's version of Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the version where you die.
That does sound like Cohol, to be honest.
Okay, so Seven and Rel both attempting to get this off using their swords, daggers, shield hands, everything to cleanse it. Okay, so you're using your hands to get this stuff off of your faces, obviously.
Well, I mean, helmets and everything.
Okay, so you're trying to get it off of your exposed skin and your armor. Okay.
Rel definitely probably has exposed skin, but I'm not so sure Seven does.
What kind of armor is Seven wearing?
Full plate.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say not exposed.
A little bit of backup, please.
All right. Wallace attempting to help the three of them using blunt side of the dagger he has to scrape it off. Okay. Sebastian avoiding any of that and lighting a torch and swinging it at Seven. Okay. Robin trying to remove most of it with gloved hands, then clean cantrip. Okay. Robin, you're unarmored, aren't you? We're just wearing leather.
Leather.
Dragon leather.
Oh, dragon leather.
No, not dragon leather. Not right now.
Okay, just regular leather. Okay, so you're wiping it off of your face and any other exposed skin, and then you're trying that clean cantrip real quick. Yeah, it completely resists your cantrip. It's like, no. Okay, Han's moving back and shouting at the party to have them move back into the 10 by 10 room at once. John, clean cantrip on Rel, and as you'll discover, John D, yeah, this shit ain't having none of that cantrip. Hans will put down Bertha and light a torch to do as Seven asked. Okay. Bevan, I will tell the group about the plant monster and let them know they need to get rid of it as fast as they can. It will eat anything. Blast us with water or something. Yeah, because y'all got that high pressure hose that y'all brought with you, remember?
Hey, my characters are covered and they are freaking out. Okay?
Okay.
I gotta play my character.
No, it's... Yes, Sebastian, it does.
Okay. All right, so Hans and Sebastian, you are trying to burn this shit off. I'd assume you're not swinging your torches like clubs.
No.
But you're applying fire this
I
way.
wouldn't put it past Sebastian, though.
Well, I specifically will not. And if I see Sebastian doing it, I'll yell at him to don't hurt them, just burn the plants.
Okay, so you two are burning the green shit off of Seven, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Seven, you're in full plate with your visor down.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. Seven, you will take 5 hit points of damage this round. This is round 1 of this process. Shit. Okay. Okay, Wallace, who are you attempting to scrape this crap off of? Because you can't scrape all 3 of them in one round. Okay, yeah, that's a problem because you got Hans and Sebastian burning the shit off of her with torches. So
Okay,
you're going to get your hand in there with those torches, or are you going to help somebody else?
Valis, can I say in character chat, Dungeon Master?
Sure.
Valis, help Robin.
Okay, well, let's edit your action for the round to reflect it there, so we have a good record. Okay.
Do you want out now?
Yeah, I think I do want another smoke.
Girls.
All right, let's go.
Okay, John D is typing. And yes, John D, cantrip only takes like a second, so if you want to
Wait, have these people moved back into our
I'm
room, or
giving them the benefit of the doubt this time, even though they didn't say shit about it.
because more than willing to help, not willing to subject himself to the same thing.
Okay.
Likewise.
So, Robin, Seven, Rel, correct me if I'm wrong, but you three have stumbled, staggered, ran like hell back into the 10 by 10 room where the rest of the party is.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay. New R2 versus Green Slime. All right. Think it through. Be detailed. Be exacting. Party. And I'm going to go for that smoke. Be specific. Even if it seems painfully redundant.
And back.
Welcome back. Could we attack this thing without hurting our comrades? I don't see how.
You can use kids' gloves on Robin, but for Rel and Seven,
Sebastian, what the ever-loving fuck is wrong with you?
no. At this point, Rel and Seven can actually take the damage. If it means this thing gets off faster,
I'm not
don't
gonna.
think
I don't think that's
The
Robin
gonna
will
big
win.
thing here is that you can't really swing it like a club because that means you're pulling it back. And if you want the fire to actually do something, you can't pull it back. You have to let it linger there. That is really why oiled covered weapons and that kind of stuff, while they sometimes do damage in D&D, don't really do anything in real life. Everywhere. I can
Everything.
answer that, Sebastian.
I am now the Green Ranger from Power Rangers. Just without the spandex. I need a spandex. You want to go out now?
No, I just came back in. I'm good.
Oh my god, he wants to go out. Yes.
Actually, I have an idea. Where exactly is the green goo on 7? Okay,
Everywhere.
So, yeah, so think about if this stuff was covering the ceiling and like a blanket, it fell and just, but it's not real thick. Imagine a blanket made out of.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Big
Welcome
boy's
back.
been in the house all day and he hasn't went out to use the bathroom yet.
So again, think of a blanket made out of moss. So it's not going to be really strong and stick together very well. So wherever it hit, it stuck, and then the rest just fell down like a sheet of water or slime or something. Yeah, it breaks apart easily. So yeah, it covered her from the head down. So she doesn't have it under her armpits, but like the top surfaces If that answers your question, Leonard. Okay, so I have Hans, I have Seven and Rel, I have Wallace, I have Robin, I have John D. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're waiting on to Bevan and to Sebastian.
So, girls,
Yes.
you said that since the cantrip only took like a second, would my action technically apply to the prior round?
Okay. Yeah, technically. So, taking the torch, lighting it. Okay. Well, John D., since you did do the cantrip after they had to get back into the room with you, the cantrip failed. You get out a torch, you light it, you're done. So,
Yeah.
that would have been round 1 for you. And who is this you're doing this to?
Sorry.
You didn't say. So,
On the prior round, right before you said new, I typed Terrell, but I can add it into this one.
Please do. Please do.
The devil is in the details.
I'll be right back. My car alarm's going off.
Okay.
That's unusual. Mom, where's the shotgun?
Okay. Well, Bevan, I'm going to tell you this much. You know that if they don't get that stuff off of them, yeah, cure disease ain't going to do any good by the time you get the spell. And Sebastian, I will allow you to amend your actions because the burn treatment that you and Hans did, y'all have cleared 7. Okay.
Alright, that's this round.
Y'all cleared 7 last round.
So at this point, we can move on to the next person then for this round?
Right. So
Okay.
for this round, you two can move on to, and it looks like y'all were going to switch over to Rel.
Yeah. Alright, I struck through
And-
7, put Rel, and now I know that it's working.
Okay. And John D., you're also helping on Rel. So I'll figure that out. Let's see. Robin. Harm. I got to look the spell up real quick. Spells. Harm 2. No, not that bolt. Two to 12 hit points.
Bevan, do not. This is just Hans in character being under pressure, or feeling the pressure.
Okay. Character chat. Can anyone else do the colors of the essence? Not a mage thing that's above my caliber at the moment. Okay. Do we have any water? Y'all have water in your water skins. Okay, Robin, dice your damage.
Yeah, I slipped on that. Almost fell when the door cut off. Got drugged. Called this house so that got hold of you. I'm not sure it's my phone.
Okay.
You need an explanation.
Okay. Duly noted. All right. They're doing that. Doing that. Okay, so Wallace is scraping green slime off of you, Robin. You cast your spell, and the beam shoots and hits the stuff. Bevan, you're casting. Okay. So Wallace, yeah, you're going to see Robin cast the spell, and Robin, the green slime on you is going to turn brown. Okay. And let's see, I got a dice damage for Rel. Bevan and wow, Sebastian. Okay, John D and Hans. So Sebastian is going to pour oil on Rel. Are y'all down with that?
No, Sebastian,
am not.
stop. Fuck off.
All right, so y'all are stopping him from pouring the oil.
John, stop
Yes.
him. Trying to keep the burn going. You're gonna kill him.
Okay.
God damn it, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay. And so, John, you're continuing the, or which one of you is doing the burn treatment on Rel?
Hans was going to, but if John looks like he's struggling, which he probably is, Han will have to hold Sebastian back, damn it.
Okay.
You can hold him at arm's length farther than John can.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Dungeon Master, after a moment consideration, Hans will take over holding Sebastian back if he isn't going to stop being stupid.
Okay. Well, I'll need to see what he's deciding. Okay. Bevan, at this point, you will observe that Robin has cast a spell, and the green slime on her has turned brown. Do you wish to amend your action?
If I know that it's dead and it's not going to harm Robin, yes, I will do it to another player then.
Okay. You think it's dead. You're fairly sure it's dead. You think they burned it all off of 7. So are you switching to Rel?
Okay, I will switch to Rel then.
Okay. All right.
What a faster clock.
Okay, I'm waiting to hear something from Leonard. Is he going to insist on pouring that oil on Rel, or is he going to listen to John D and Hans telling him to stop? Yes, Rel, the human Molotov cocktail.
Now wait, am I
Leonard,
doing
tell
it
me.
on?
Leonard, I need
Rel
to know.
Sorry, if Rel is
I'm
had
back.
it burned
Sorry.
off, am I doing 7 then?
No, they burned the slime off of 7 first, and they were about to burn it off of Rel, and there's some chaos as Sebastian has pulled out a flask of oil. Okay, he's putting the oil away, and so Bevan,
Okay, so I'm doing it on Rel.
okay. All right. So Bevan, you touch Rel with your cure disease spell, and this stuff goes almost black in color, and it becomes brittle and crunchy. Okay. Wow. Y'all are so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hans switched over and was about to start burning the slime off of you, and John D was going to help him, and Sebastian produced a flask of oil and was going to pour it all over you first. But Hans and John D stopped him, and Robin cast a spell, and the green slime on Robin turned brown, and so Sebastian put his flask away, and Bevan, who was preparing the cure disease spell, instead of putting it on Robin, as it initially was said, switched over to you. And when Bevan touched you, the slime went from green to almost black and went brittle and is just sort of flaking off like sand or I don't know, potato chip crumbs or some shit. Yeah.
Companions, do we just wish to leave now?
Hold on. Is everyone good? Dungeon Master status report. 7 should be the stuff should be burned off. Rel should be covered in black shit and Robin in brown shit, if I have that correct.
That sounds about right.
Alright. Well, hold on. Let's make sure that Robin and you, Rel, are good, because I assume that was Rel speaking.
Yes.
Okay. Verify party is good. Suggest healing and...
So
No. I don't want to hold up session. I'll wait.
Mom, you got a black widow on your back. You have a black widow on your back. What happened at all? Oh, that's a stink bug. Hold up.
Oh, those things. Those are fun.
Yeah, it's a stink bug. Give me a moment. Come on, little guy. Hey, no, come. All right, you're good to go.
Since I've had the torch burning for less than a round, then it usually lasts for an hour. I
Yeah.
assume I can put it out and still use it later.
Sure.
Likewise.
I seen her car come out of the holler and that.
Yeah.
Maybe a coffin.
Now, party, this is why if you look at the equipment list from the player's handbook, there's a listing for a 10-foot pole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you tap the ground to help you with. And yeah, the other thing is occasionally check the seating for that shit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, companions, I do recommend we vest a minute until we are ready to either proceed or leave. Let
Really,
me
you
make
don't
sure
say.
You know what, Sean? Why don't you open the door and jump headfirst?
I've actually tried that once. I do not recommend it.
Ah, really? Yikes. I was being sarcastic.
I know.
Alright, so I'm getting a phone call, companions. One moment.
Okay. Who am I missing here? Oh, Wallace and Sebastian is who I'm waiting on.
Be right back. Laundry.
Okay. Well, to be fair, girls, if I'm looking for traps, I would be looking down, straight, ahead, left, right, and up. Okay. True. Because some traps fall on you, some traps you fall into, some come from the sides. And yeah. But the thing is, y'all got used to the moss and y'all were more concerned about the floor. And it looks pretty much like moss when it's on the ceiling. But that's why the floor was bare here, because it would have ate any indigenous moss. Okay, we are still waiting for something from Wallace. Okay, well. I'm
Sebastian, I
thinking-
assume you're also putting out your torch.
Okay. Wallace is typing.
You all right, Leroy?
Grills. Did
Yeah,
Robin take any hit points from that? You mentioned, I think, 7 Arel, but I don't think you mentioned any other.
Okay, 7 took damage. But nobody else took damage.
Okay, I wanted to check if I had to mark it off my sheet.
Okay. Triage the 3 that were covered, the slime stuff, and heek anyone that was injured. Gotcha. All right, so you're gonna heek them. Heal them, I know.
Alright. So, Dungeon Master, the room with the beds in it, there was like 2 bags. Were both bags full of gems? Did I understand
No.
correctly? No?
No. One bag had 9 gems in it. The other bag, large sack, was empty.
Shame. Would have been nice if there was like 400 gems in each. Would have been a bit easy,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, no, see, and
Well, gems are usually worth something, even if they're worth not much. Nothing
And
lost, nothing gained.
I will explain the empty chest and such later.
I have a hypothesis.
I tried to give y'all some clues there, but yeah, that went away. Anyhow, now y'all know why that door was stuck, because nobody'd been through that room in a long, long time. Okay. So I believe somebody did a triage in out of character. Yeah, Rel is at 100%. Everybody's at 100% except for 7, who's at 91% in character. Companions, I would like to suggest we retreat from this place and never come back.
I'm not opposed to leaving, but I do believe we'd probably get more benefit from staying if we play more cautiously. I'll leave it up to the party, though. I'm not insistent that we stay. There's definitely
Amen.
more to be had here. Yeah.
I have been the epitome of cautious. And I'm still quite confused how we missed the moss.
The moss knows all.
Okay, there's been moss in every room until this green slime room. But there have been wear patterns where stuff has been walking across it from one door to the next. But when y'all went into the 10 by 10 past the bedroom, there hadn't been any traffic in there. So, but y'all didn't
Yes, I
notice that 'cause
understand that.
you were used to walking on the moss. But when you opened that next door and saw bare stone, that's when it clicked.
Well, no, what I mean, Groth, is that for each time we get to a new intersection or a new doorway, anything of that nature, I would have checked the rooms for traps.
Yes.
I would have to see the room.
Okay.
And
well,
all I got for that room was that it was 10 by 10.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. You didn't tell me it was covered in moss or anything, even though we have light.
Okay. Well, I thought with the previous rooms how I described that there was moss all over the floors and walls and ceiling, but there was a wear pattern that y'all understood there was moss in this place.
Yes, we understood there was moss, but I'm looking if there was no moss or no, not no moss,
Okay.
but
Bedroom.
no path. I would have not have went that way.
Bedroom had moss. Next room had moss, but no wear pattern. That's what escaped your perception check. Okay. But then when you opened the stuck door and saw a room with no moss on the floor, that's when it clicked that, hey, that's bare, and this one has no wear patterns. Okay? You missed the first perception check, but then you got one then. Okay? I said the floor was bare.
Okay. And
The walls
Dungeon
and the
Master.
ceiling still had shit growing. Yes.
If we're looking in, is the ceiling now bare as well? That the carpet of
Okay. It's got some big bare spots. There's still some pockets of that shit on the ceiling.
Would anyone wish to burn the rest?
Yeah, that is a good idea. But I was gonna say we should burn the floor first, so our boots
Dungeon-
don't somehow get eaten.
Dungeon Master, can I dice my healing of a Cure Light Wounds onto 7?
Yes, you can. I was trying to
Thank
get
you.
to that.
So does anyone know what this stuff is called?
Okay.
Girls, did this stuff come down from the ceiling of the 10 by 10 room or the one with the bare floor?
The one with the bare floor.
Okay, just to be clear. Okay.
All right.
Really noted.
Rel, okay, you got your 4 hit
Four.
points.
99% for the next triage, if you do such.
Rel, if you wish, I can take the front with 7, and you can take my place in the formation if we wish to continue. Huh. Okay, kind of hate to do this, guys, because we've only been at this for a little less than 3 hours. But I think I'm going to call session early tonight because I know Dom says he keeps spacing out. Double M is having trouble focusing. He's about dead on his feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, y'all fell for the green slime, but that happens if you've never encountered it before. And yes, Bevan, you do know it by name. It is called indeed green slime. But yeah, I'm going to call the session. That way, hopefully, everybody will be more alert and mentally agile next Saturday. We're only losing about 2 hours. And yeah.
Yes,
Thank
I was
you,
going to tell the
Grills.
party that it was green slime.
You're welcome. And again, I hate to cut the session, but I have an issue of my own here. It doesn't have to do anything with any of y'all. It's just something I have to deal with.
And
It
I'm
won't
gonna
take
kill
me away,
Groth.
but it's a thing.
All right.
Alright.
Well,